Hello. Today is a Friday. It is 4 o'clock. It's about an hour before I typically leave, maybe an hour and a half. A part just got dropped off. I'm being lazy, so I'm going to put the least amount of production value into this video as possible. So bear with me. Hope you enjoy it. Haven't made a video in a while, so you know, that's what I got to do. Okay. Set this thing up here. And this is what was dropped off. This intake temp flange needs to go right there. I already marked it out with the customer. He said that's exactly where I want it, or where he wants it, etc., etc. So that's exactly where I'm going to put it. This is aluminum. This is aluminum. Let's get to it. Okay, 4 tools we're going to use for this one. The customer already knows that the powder coat is going to be taken off of here in order to weld. He said that's cool, no problem. We'll just blast it off with a wire wheel, and then I'll sand it in to kind of feather it out a little bit. That makes 5 tools now, but whatever, we got it all here. We got a drill bit, it's an 8mm hole, so we'll get that through there. Now I got it stuck. Well, what the heck? Oh, whatever. 8mm hole. I got a scribe here too, because if we take all of this away, we're not going to know where to locate this. So I guess maybe that's where we'll start. We'll put that somewhere in there. There's my little hole. Well, dang, oh, look at that. I might edit that out, I might not. I don't know. It's Friday and I'm like, you know what? I want a beer. I don't think I can say that because YouTube doesn't like beer. Drill. That ought to do it. We got no burrs on the backside. We're good there. That part's done. Let's see if this is cheap powder coat or if it's good powder coat. I don't know. It appears to be real powder coat. So I'll take the wire wheel. Get that in line with there, this in line with here, trace again. And there we have it. I mean, maybe you're gonna be like, oh no, you just scratched up the freaking intercooler pipe. Well, yeah, but that's all gonna get welded, so ain't gonna see it. All right, come on, there we go. We'll get that lined up. I am on the Prime Weld 325X. This is a student station here. I have the student settings on the machine. I'm not even sure what they're at. I mean, I don't care. I'm just gonna wing it. The ground lead is clamped directly to this tube right here for best control over everything. I know I've got like 90 amps on the machine. That should be sufficient. The first tack I'm gonna do, it's gonna go mostly focused on here. I'll get you an arc shot later, but it's gonna be mostly focused right here on the edge. And as soon as I got a pool on that edge, I'll bleed it down and focus it down to the intercooler tube itself, and then add a drop of filler. This is pretty quick. Now that I'm doing this, I feel like I needed a lot more than 90 amps. I'm spending way too long on this part. Okay. Now I'll do one on the other side. I don't know, should I switch the camera? I'll switch the camera, I'll be nice. Hold on a minute. I mean, well, it'll probably be best over here. Bear with me, hang on. This ought to be a pretty good shot, yeah? Yep, I think so. Make sure to check our focus. You all want to know what goes on behind a YouTube video? This is it. All right. Let's see, and to make sure you guys can see it just okay, I think I'll go over this way. Maybe you guys can't see it as well, but I sure can, and since I'm the one welding this, it's important that I see it. Boy, oh boy, I definitely need more amps than this, but For a tack weld, I mean, you know, that's okay. We're still in alignment, which is a great thing. I'm gonna keep that there just to make sure it doesn't move or walk on us. It is a little bit tight because it's the exact same diameter, but that's okay. Let's get this sucker warmed up real quick. Yeah, I need more power. This just will not do. Here, while I'm here, let's see. 89 amps. Oh. 121 amps. That ought to be enough. There, well, sitting here thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to edit this? It's going to be a terrible video. Watch it be like my #1. This is probably a crappy shot, but I promise I will get you an arc shot. Don't worry. I mostly just want to see how this is going to weld. Okay, 125 amps is a lot better for this. I have a lot more control on that pedal and range of motion and all that stuff. Kind of went a little out of position right there. Let's see if we can reset to here. I don't even know if the camera's still in focus. If it is, that's probably going to be my cut right there. You know what? This is a good arc shot right here. It's Friday and I just want a beer. Okay, we gotta get this lens off. Let's see if I can do this one-handed without dropping my $2,300 lens. Oh, I don't like that. I don't have my lens cap. Crap. Okay, put that on there. And I know I'm going to switch back to this lens, so we'll just kind of keep it on standby. Put this guy on there. Clicky. Get rid of you. Fix you. Let's see. How am I going to get this? Make sure. Yeah, that's good focus right there. You can't have a good arc shot when you don't have good focus. I'd say that's a careful compromise. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, if it's not good enough, I'll tighten it up in post. So I'm full throttle, all 125 amps. I'm just trying to get... Okay, so I just realized now that my frame rate was way off. So we're gonna mulligan this one. I'm very sorry about that. I just reviewed it and like there's lines and stuff going across the screen. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what it's supposed to look like. I'm like, oh, duh. We're gonna, you know what, just for fun, let me grab the other tripod real quick. I think maybe it'd be funny if you guys can see how I have to weld just to get this arc shot. Let's see. Yeah, I think, wait a minute, I'm gonna be toward the Viper a little bit. All right, there we go. The camera, uh-oh, I just knocked it out of focus, I bet. The camera's shooting this way, and in order to not be in the way, guess what I gotta do? And then I gotta make sure that I'm still in focus. And it looks like, yeah, we're good. I might be able to squeeze in here on this chair, but I don't know. I'm afraid to bump my camera. We'll need a lot of flex on this torch here. Camera should be able to see it. I can kind of see it, so let's give it hell, shall we? Whoa. If you ask me what that was, I have no idea. Hopefully this arc shot is so much better. See how a lot of my focus is up on the upper flange? I just kind of let it bleed down there. Okay, I'm definitely getting out of position. I gotta rearrange myself here. Well, I don't have much left to weld on that, so I'll just reposition, switch lenses back out again, and I'll show you the finished end result here. Maybe we'll do that. I'll keep it kind of wide, have the Viper in the background. That'll look sick for YouTube, right? So if you wanted to know, I charged 40 bucks for this. That's what I quoted them. I welded hundreds of these things, and they really don't take that long to do. Like, the time that you're spending watching this video, I would have had it already done. But that's okay. I like showing you guys stuff like this. I hope you don't mind my very, very lazy Friday afternoon video. Of course, I'll show you all the results and everything when I'm done. Oh no, I'm not in a position where I can get around here. Hold on a minute, I gotta show you that. See, I couldn't wrap the torch all the way around there. I was just out of frame. Here, let's do one angle this way. I don't know. Yeah. That'll look sick. Look at my messy toolbox. Finish this up. And of course, we'll make sure that we blend all of this in. Right back to the beginning. And taper out, wrap the corner. I don't know why I'm saying wrap the corner, because it's not a corner. Oy. Okay. This camera will autofocus, so. Yeah, okay. Not bad for a couple minutes worth of work. 40 bucks for literally a few minutes. I'd say that's pretty good. On a Friday, I'm gonna let that cool down because it's gonna burn the crap out of my gloves. Inside's clean, everything's good. I'm gonna call the customer and deliver. So, hope you guys enjoyed this this episode. That's a quick and easy. The customer will have to paint it, all the rest of that crap. So, happy Friday. Okay, I forgot to wait for it to cool down. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to burn myself. Ta-da! See? Just wait for it to cool, slips right out, keeps the hole in alignment. Watch out! All right. Wonder how many people have already commented, well, that drill bit's gonna get stuck. Well, no, it's fine. Just wait for it to cool down. Yep, tight fit, but there we go.